If you think that creating a website is too difficult and you cannot create one without prior knowledge of web development, codings, and designs, then you're absolutely wrong. In this video, we will teach you how to create a website from scratch, which will look like this. It comes with a simple drag and drop editor, making it pretty easy to make a website. Also, after watching this video, you will be able to create any kind of website by using a simple drag and drop method. So watch this video till the end and you will be ready with a professional website in about 15 minutes. Our first step towards a fully functional website is setting up a domain name and a web hosting account. These are the building blocks that make your website available for everyone. So what's a domain name? Just imagine you have a shop. Then of course for that, you will have a shop name and the location of that shop. Similarly, for a website, you will have a name and address which is referred to as a domain name. For example, facebook.com is a website's domain name. While web hosting is an online service that enables you to publish your website or web application on the internet, when you sign up for a web hosting service, you basically rent some space on a physical server where your website's files will be hosted and stored, and it's always running. So with that, let's start setting up your website. Click this link in the description below, which will take you to the homepage of Bluehost, one of the best and most trusted web hosting providers that have plenty of impressive features that are essential for your website setup. Click the Get Started button, which brings you to the next page, and then select the basic plan. Here comes the real part to select the domain name for your website. The average price tag for a domain name is $15, while it ranges from $10 to $50 a year as well. At Bluehost, you get a domain name for free for the first year, which is amazing. Write a domain name. For example, I am writing Tech Prevail. On clicking Next, it says that it's not available for registration, which means that it has been used by someone else. As there are over 300 million different domain names already registered, don't get disheartened if you don't get your preferred domain name. There are a billion other possibilities that you can go for. So now let's try Techo Prevail. And yep, it's available. Now fill up the account information. Now scroll and select package information, and as you can see, different packages have different prices. If you subscribe for the longer package, then you will have to pay less per month. For now, let's go for the basic 12-month price, as many of you might be beginners. When you scroll down further, you see the package extras. Some of these are not required, like SiteLock Security and CodeGuard Security, but you should select a domain privacy protection. It will protect your data and personal information from theft while keeping it private. Without it, your domain will be open for spammers. After that, fill in your credit card information. Finally, tick the I have read and agreed to Bluehost's terms of service and cancellation policy. You can also go through it if you have time, or just go ahead. Now hit submit. Congratulations, you are finally done with your domain name and hosting. Now you will need to create a password. It must be a strong password as it's your website security. Click I have read and agree to Bluehost's privacy and policy terms of service, and click Create Account. Now that we have our domain and hosting under our belt, it's time to deploy WordPress. So why WordPress? It would not be wrong if I say it's the world's most popular website building platform, or CMS, on the market, as it is used by around 40% of the website on the internet. Setting it up is very easy, and when you have a web hosting service like Bluehost, you don't have much to do. It's just a one-click process. Until now, you have logged into your account. Now it's asking for the site's name and a tagline. Enter the site's name that you have chosen earlier and think of a cool tagline that suits your brand. It is asking if you want a blog or an online store. So for this tutorial, we need a blog. So we are selecting that. Hit continue. Now fill in a little bit more information about your website and then click this button. So moving ahead with it, Bluehost is asking for a theme to pick for your website that you like, but we will use a different theme, so we will just skip it. It might take a few minutes for your website to load. Hold tight. This brings us to the end of the WordPress setup. You are now ready to go. With that, let's move on to our third step, that is building your website. Here we are at Bluehost dashboard. hover here, and then log into WordPress. So this is the WordPress dashboard, which is actually the back end of your website. From here, you can manage and control your website easily. To know how to access the dashboard again anytime, in the URL bar, type your website domain name /WP admin. Your website is actually live now. You can type your website address and see. Like this, as you can see, the website is live. This is the default theme. So now it's time that we should edit the theme to start working on our website. You need to make your bare website look alive with designing, themes, and customization. This brings us to our next step of installing a theme. WordPress themes are out of this world, and without doing much, your site will have an absolutely professional look. For this, hover over this Appearance option in the WordPress dashboard, and then select Themes. Aside from the WordPress themes, you can add a new theme, so we are going for that. The theme which we are going for is Astra, which is one of the most popular WordPress themes. It leads the market as it is a lightweight theme that boosts performance and speed. Along with this, it is also highly customizable. Search for Astra to install this theme. Hover over it and click on Install and click Activate. Would you like to take a look at your website's new look now? For that, you can also hover over this Welcome button and select Visit Site. Right-click on it and open it in a new tab. Pretty impressive. This is the base of our website now. Now our next step is to set up with essential WordPress plugins. A plugin is a piece of software containing a group of functions that can be added to a WordPress website. They can extend functionality and add new features to your WordPress websites. To install a plugin to your WordPress site, select the plugin option and then select Add New. Now type the name of the plugin you want to install. We will search for Elementor, which is a powerful page builder. This is the plugin that we are looking for. Click to install and then activate this plugin. So this is how you can install a plugin in WordPress. Before we proceed to our next step, there are a couple of essential plugins that you must know about and install as well. One is Cuztomize, which is a spam protection plugin that filters spam from trackbacks, comments, and contact form messages. Others include WP Optimize, which is a caching plugin, Updraft Plus, that is a leading backup, migration, and restore plugin, and finally Elementor, which is a powerful website builder. You are now gradually getting closer to the completion of making a website. Finally, the installation of all the necessary plugins brings us to the final step of our website making, which is customization. Customization is the final step, but it is the most lengthy one. Stay focused so that at the end of this step, your website gets a completely new and impressive look. To start with customization, we need to first add a plugin to help us in customizing the theme. Follow the same method of plugin installation and search for Astra starter sites. Click to install and then activate this plugin as well. These plugins have two options. One is the free version, while the other is the premium version that is paid, but it has more features in it. As many of you are beginners, then you can select the free version for now. But if you wish to have a premium version, then check the description section in this video for a special discount link. To make website builders more intuitive, you can choose designs for your site. We can do that by clicking on Library. Click at Elementor before you select a design, as it will make website editing very intuitive. Go for whichever design you fancy and then select it. I am choosing this design and let's see how it works. To apply this design, click Import this site. Now it's done. We can now take a look at our newly designed site by clicking on this button. This site comprises default data that has been downloaded with it to make it easy for you to edit the content. Scrolling down, you can see that your site has now a completely different and impressive look. There are also other pages like the contact page, which has the default data which you can edit accordingly. Elementor is that one thing that will make customization and editing a piece of cake. To edit, go to your page and then click Edit with Elementor. we will take a look at a variety of different types of editing and customization. To start with, for instance, you want to change this heading. Select the heading like this, and then type right here. Super easy. Similarly, if you wish to change the text on a button on a page, click on the button and then write the text in this bar here. I am writing sign up. As far as images are concerned, they are also too straightforward to change and edit. For example, you want to change this image here, so just click on this image, then click here to change it. Select the image you wish to upload and drag it here. And here it is. This way you can edit your whole site in no time and no need to code, design, or any such thing. It's simply a piece of cake. Once you're done with the changes, click here to save the changes, and then click here to visit the page. Here you can see all the changes you made are saved. Now we should move further ahead with customization that includes making edits in the header and footer region. And to do so, we have to select the customization button. As with the previous technique, header and footer cannot be edited. From your page, you click this Customize button, or even from your WordPress dashboard, you can select the option Appearance and then click Customize. Take a look here. Do you see these blue icons? It's a super fast way to easily edit stuff. With the help of it, you can edit your page title, logo, menu names, and so much more. One thing that you would like is to add a logo that can be added to the top left corner of the site. Okay, so let's do that. Click on this blue icon and then click here to change the logo. Same way, you can also change the text in the footer region. Once you are done with the changes, hit Publish, and these changes will be updated on your site. Now let's close this and go back to our site. If you wish to add a new page to your site, then that's how you will do it. Click the Add New button here, and then click Page. This is how it will look. Add a title to the page here. For example, you want to create a Contact Us page, then type it here. You are presented with two options to create the page. One way is to do it completely manually with the drag and drop method by using the elements on the left-hand side. Like to add a heading, drag this heading element here and drop it. Now type the text. There are more options available to further customize it. Now if you want to add a button here, then drag it and drop it here the same way. With this method, you can create and design the whole page according to your own structure. This can also be done for the whole site without using the design option we used earlier in the tutorial. The second option is to use a template. These are ready-made pages and you won't have to structure your page. You will have default data and you will just need to edit your content accordingly as we did earlier. To add a template, click here, and then choose whichever template you want from the plethora of available designs here. After clicking, you can preview it, and if it's good to go, then insert it by hitting this button. This is your site here. You can now edit the content the same way we did earlier by selecting the data and then typing to replace that. Once you are done with all the editing and customization, save it, and then your site will look like this. So this is our fabulous website we just created. So that's it for our how to create a website tutorial. If you have learned something from this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Also, if you want us to create more helpful tutorials like this, then make sure to subscribe to our channel right now. The more subscribers we get, the more content we can continue making. So just smash that subscribe button below this video. Also, if you have any other questions or queries, leave them in the comment section down below. We will reply to all the comments.